on what has gone on during the week and talk about things that we learned, our expectations, both what we thought was going to happen versus what actually happened, and talk a little bit about our experience, and then maybe some advice for those that are going to participate in Kaizen events that are coming up. And so we've got great results to share, so you're going to want to share the results of your team, and these results can only make the company better. So why don't you guys, we can get up one at a time and just introduce yourself, and then talk a little bit about your expectations, what you learned this week, and then finally about your experience and about what you're taking forward, and maybe some advice to others. So who'd like to start?
I think Jared, being our leader, should lead us on.
Stand on up, Jared.
Oh, you should
address the group.
I'm last.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely last.
Save the best for last.
There's your cheat sheet right on the wall there, pal.
Okay.
Go ahead. Get on up there. How about a round of applause for Jared ahead of us?
All right. Coming into this, I thought we were going to get some pretty good results. I never thought we would have gotten anywhere close to 1 hour and 54 minutes, though. So for that, I'm proud of the group. I think we did a phenomenal job on that. I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll get 3.5, maybe 3 hours 45 minutes, but that blows me out of the water. I knew we were capable of it, and I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us as a group, as a team. We did a great job. I knew we were going to have some really good training on what SMED is and all the tools. Thank you, Jim, for providing that to us. I think we've all learned a lot this week. I know I have. Those are definitely tools I'm looking forward to using in the future and when we do this Kaizen event again. So far, the experience this week, I think it's been great. I'm glad that we were able to pull the people that we have in this room together. Let the ideas flow, be transparent about it. I think we got a lot of good stuff out of this week, honestly. I think that going forward with the tools that we have, we can implement this and make really big, permanent improvements to our setups here. So, thank you guys. It's been a great week.
Good job. Thank you. Don't all jump up at once.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Mike's going.
I'll go.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't participate as much as y'all, so I was kind of just sitting in kind of week 3, kind of get my feelers out. First of all, thank y'all for letting me sit in and listen to everything. What did I get out of this? There's a lot of energy sitting in those gentlemen right there that I think will be very contagious on the floor here shortly. In fact, they're already talking about it on the floor. When I was walking down and I was doing a walkthrough with Dry, someone actually came up and said something to him. Someone said something to me yesterday outside of the group asking, why are they all out there running around? My answer was, I don't see anybody running. Well, what's the point of what you're doing? So people are asking the question. So you got people talking up there. And I think this is the group to take it out back to the floor. Are we going to cut down and we're going to cut it even more? Yeah. Hour 54, I didn't know what to expect. I've always heard 4 or 5 hours past 2 weeks. I say, 3 hours coming in. Hour and 54, and all I've heard since yesterday to this morning when I walked in, who said an hour and a half, and then who said an hour. So they're going for the next one here shortly, which I want to see how they do it. And then I want to see how y'all get that out to Connecticut and to Utah, because I know everybody's just as kind of excited for y'all outside of here as we all are in here. I learned we got a lot of great resources outside of this plant. Gentlemen, thank y'all for coming down. Really appreciate it. Just listening, I picked up a lot. It's a great deal to me to just kind of walk around and figure out who does what. I'm not the best with names sometimes, but I know I learned several names in here that I will be calling upon shortly. So thank y'all for coming down and helping us. And I think it was a great experience this week, going in and out and leaving, coming back, and seeing what y'all came back up with. And I know the ideas are flowing about, well, what could we do on day shift? How do we get it down to night shift? How do we get across all the shifts? And we already got ideas on the GMs. What do we want to change out here? So I look forward to where this is going to go in the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks. How is 2017 going to start out? I think a lot of positive energy is going to come out of this. It's going to change a lot of naysayers out there, inside and outside the plant. So for that, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike. All right.
Hi, Scott Shivers, Production Control Manager. Excuse me. Going into this week, I had an expectation that we would learn some new tools to help us get towards the 2-hour goal. I didn't expect us to get to under 2, like Jared said. I really thought we'd be probably in the 2.5 to 3 hour range. That would be considered a success. But with the tools we learned, I think we learned the importance of 6S, staging of tools, pre-flight checklist, and all that kind of stuff is going to be very important. And if we don't do that stuff and do it right, we're going to lose this. We're not going to sustain it. We got to get it down to the real detailed standard work level, scripting it out, as Jim has said repeatedly all week. We've done that several times, and every time we do it, we tweak it a little bit, so we're learning on that. As far as my biggest takeaway for the week, I really think with what we've learned on the TS32 and the actual event yesterday, the importance of doing the PMs, the daily, weekly, monthly, annual PMs, and doing them right, and doing the line clearances and first row cleanings. If we do all that stuff right, it's going to make the events and every time we do one of these go a little quicker.
Yep. Thanks, Scott.
Nick Priest, setup technician. Okay, my expectations coming into this, first when I was told I was going to be on the team, of course, it's fear. Everyone, it's human nature to be scared of change. And then I said, well, change is going to be good because we have a lot of issues out there. Then, of course, personal fear of failure. What if I get in there and throw in some ideas that just don't flow or people don't agree with them? But this is an opportunity to be heard. So I urge anybody, any employee within the company to sign up for one of these teams. If you feel like you're not heard, this is definitely the type of group to be in, and express yourself. Give your ideas. They may work, they may not. So also accepting accountability. Your responsibility for the project. That's kind of unnerving. I said, man, I got this project. I'm responsible for what happens, the outcome. Of course, this outcome was tremendous. We were expecting somewhere around 3 hours. We got it in less than 2. Let's see, regathering, restarting, and restructuring my process. I had to prepare myself for that. And that my process was going to be under the microscope. We were going to pull it apart. And that's a little scary because, when you're out there day to day, you walk past things that need to be fixed, but you just don't have time to take care of them. Now, what did I learn from the SMED process? I learned about breaking it down and putting it in a step-by-step process. Made it easier and made it flow better rather than just kind of throwing it together. We actually had a systematic approach instead of just, here, let's just do it. And then when something goes wrong, nobody knows what to do. Everything's all out of sorts. We actually had a process, and when things did go wrong, we were ready. We jumped on it. Let's see. Don't count how many times I say the video, the tool of the video, being able to watch ourselves and other facilities do the setup. It was amazing at how many things you can see that you're not doing right, or you could shave time or save time that you just don't realize when you're out there actually doing it, that you're wasting all this precious time, and it is precious. Overall experience, changes going forward. Mindset 100%. I think this is a change of mindset for everybody that is in this conference room today, and all the employees out there on the floor. Like Mike said, you know, there's a buzz out there on the floor already. People are talking. We reached our goal, halved it. We were shooting for 3 to 4 hours, and we got it here in less than 2. The level of expectation has changed. It's going up, and that's a good thing for our company. Me personally, I had the luxury of the 4 guys that were actually doing the setup of not being the person that did it on a day-to-day basis. So I was the outsider looking in. So it's good to have that mindset. Okay, this is what we're doing, but also being the outsider, you want to know why are we doing it this way. And I was able to throw in a few things that the guys, they're just so used to doing it. The guys that normally do the setups, they're so used to doing it that they knew to put that in their process and their step, but they didn't know to explain why. And once we write all this out, it's going to be easy. And that way, when we're training new people and bringing people into the process, it's going to be written out, it's going to be systematic, and it's going to flow. And we're going to shave this number down to 1.00. Thank you.
Okay, right on.